All right, so here's the deal. I want to be able to make six figures from trading futures. But the problem is, I only have $1,000 to invest. Let's see how I'm going to do that. There we go. All right, so let's get into this. So as I talked about earlier, I'm looking to make some money. I'm looking to make some things happen, and I only have about $1,000 to make that happen. So let's take a look at Tradeify.co. You will see a link in the description for this. So definitely feel free to check out that link. And if you end up taking advantage of this opportunity, definitely please use the link that's in the description. But anyways, so like I said, around $1,000. I have $1,000 to start this journey of trying to produce six figures of day trading income. And let's take a look at what I would do with that. You can see that Tradeify here on the website, they have many different types of accounts. And what a funding firm is a funding firm is going to give you an opportunity to pay a smaller fee, relatively speaking, pay a smaller fee to be able to either go straight to funding or do a challenge or something like that. And so with Tradeify, they have something called straight to funding. And what that is, you pay the fee, and that allows you to start trading. You do have some conditions you would have to pass, but it puts you in position to be able to make some money as soon as you start, trading on that account. Here are the tiers that they have. So they have a 25,000, a 50,000, 100,000. I'm not gonna go in super detail. I just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing. I'm gonna be signing up for two 150K accounts. And what that gives me the opportunity to do, it gives me the opportunity to make, with only the two accounts, to make up to $12,000 a month with only the two accounts. Keep in mind that Tradeify allows you to trade currently. They may change this. They may make it a smaller number of accounts, a larger number of accounts. I don't know. But currently they allow you to trade 5. And so with that, I'm going to be trading two 150K funded accounts with them. And that will allow me to make up to $12,000 a month. And so what the whole plan is to basically start trading, hit the requirements that I need to hit to make a withdrawal, and then put 2/3 away for bills and savings, and then put the other 2/3 just right back into my trading business. So I'm going to be rolling, let's say if I get, only $6,000 the first month of me trading with them, what I'll do at that point is I will roll 2,000 of that into just either paying for more tools for my trading, either buying more accounts so that way I can just make more money off of the same amount of effort that I'm putting in. So the sky's kind of the limit when it comes to the prop firm space, the funding space, and just realizing that you can take advantage of a smaller investment to make more. So if I was to put that same $1,000 that I'm going to spend into an actual future trading account, I'd be limited on the amount of contracts I could trade. I'd be limited on the risks that I could take per trade. I'd be limited on the drawdown itself. So with that $1,000 investment, I can only draw down $1,000. But with funds like this or with companies like this, they allow me to actually be able to draw down. In this case, I'd be able to draw down $12,000 total between the two accounts. I'm going to do some stuff to break that overall drawdown to multiple days. So I'm going to put a max limit on myself of either $1,200 a day or $1,500 a day. And I'm going to set that in the actual platform, and I'm going to be using Tradeivate to trade. And in the platform, I'm going to be setting that limit so that if I'm going to, lose for the day, I can only lose a maximum of $1,500. And that would make it so I'd have to have 4 complete blowout days to lose the account, or 5 in the case of $1,200. So still figuring out exactly which one I want to do, but that's the thought process behind this whole thing, is to take a small amount of money, relatively speaking, $1,000, and to be able to leverage that to where I could bring in, upwards of $12,000 a month just with that $1,000 investment. Obviously, there's opportunity to then re-roll the money to reinvest the profits from that, and then just make it so that I can go from $12,000 a month to potentially making $30,000 a month if I'm just doing the same efforts, and then just re-rolling the profit that I'm getting from Tradeify, then rolling it to other firms, and then funding a personal account, things like that. So the sky really is the limit once you actually learn how to trade. And I do have a Discord and a trading course. I've been trading for 7 years. Just in November, December alone last year, I was able to bring in just, I believe it was $35,000 from trading prop firms. And so that's one of the best parts about this is you can just continue to reinvest. And obviously for this, I want to, be able to make some content and grow my trading business itself, and also just the trading course that I have in the Discord. So I want to take you guys along for this journey of me taking $1,000. It's actually a few dollars over $1,000, but whatever. Taking that to then just building up an income that someone can live off of, a 6-figure income in that case. So let's kind of get into what I'm going to be doing as far as setting up my platform, Tradovate, to help protect myself risk-wise. Let's get into it. Okay, so here we are at the settings of the Tradovate accounts that I have. So 2 of them, you can see them there, and I'm going to blur out the numbers just because for protecting my accounts and all that fun stuff. But let's take a look at the risk settings that I'm setting up for these accounts. So we're going to have a daily loss limit of 1,500 per day. And then we're gonna have a daily profit trigger of, let's see, we'll call it 2,000 per day. So if I hit $2,000 a day, I'm done trading. Like, I can't take any more trades. It's gonna lock me out of the account. So that way, and the reason I'm doing that is because for 2 different reasons, just a consistency thing, but also they have a rule with these accounts to where if I make, I can't make more than 20% of my total profit in one day. So let's say if I have a crazy day and I make 5K per account, at that point I'd have to make a total of 25,000 to be able to take any money out. Yeah, that would be awesome to make that much profit, but the goal is to withdraw money, so I don't want to make it harder for me to do that. So I want to put a cap on how much I can make, so I don't go trying to go ham in any way at all in these accounts. Just want to get to the minimum. And actually, let's see if I do the math really quick. Where's my phone? Let's see, I'm sure it's going to be somewhere around 1,750 or 1,500. All right, 1,800 actually, I stand corrected. 1,800. So if I make 1,800, that'll be the most. And then what I'll do is I'll keep it at 15. So that way, it just makes sense there. So we'll save. Go ahead and save, and I'll do the same for the other account as well. So daily loss limit 1,500 and daily profit trigger 1,800, and then save. And then I wonder if there is even more stuff to where I'm trying to make it so that I can't, I'm gonna see if I can find this setting to where I can't trade bigger than a certain size and things like that. So let me look for that really quick, and then I'll be right back. All right, so just looked it up, and looks like I can't set those parameters as far as maximum contract size or anything like that. But I do have the daily loss limit and the daily profit limit to just make sure that I'm making this as simple as possible for myself to achieve a first withdrawal, to where then I could then duplicate my efforts by getting more accounts and making that happen that way. So yeah, we're gonna, next time you see me, it's gonna be in the morning, basically trading my first session with these accounts. I will be trading with my students. I do have some students that are funded, ones that are really close to passing challenges, ones that are going to be taking withdrawals probably this week. So we're going to bring you guys into that so you can check us out, and we'll go from there. See you guys in the morning. So if you want to follow me on this journey, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be sure to check out, if you're interested on the way that I trade and things like that, check out the link in the description below. And yeah, and I'll be posting videos every single day or 5 days a week, recapping trading days and figure out the best way to just simply keep you guys in the loop on the journey. And other than that, yeah, if you guys have any questions, make sure you leave a comment, and I'll be happy to help as much as I can. And let's freaking make some money. Let's figure out how to get, multiple 6 figures with a small investment in this futures game. Let's do it.